Hello, 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 and welcome to Trading Made Easy right here on YouTube. I'm certainly glad that you found yourself here. Today is going to be short and sweet. I wanted to take this time in real time while I'm in this trade here and use it as a teachable moment. This is a position that I carried over the weekend, CADJBY, and I wanted to talk to you about the power of support and resistance. Support and resistance is very, very powerful. And I wanted to demonstrate to you how price responds because it always responds in the same way. It's just at different levels. And what I mean is price always moves from one consolidation area to the next, or one pivot area to the next, always. And when it reaches that point in price, it then establishes what? A support or resistance zone. And price moves in between these zones all day, every day. So price only moves in three directions. It impulse, it corrects, and then it continues in the direction of the impulse. Now, where the impulse ends and the correction begins, that is an established area of resistance or support. That's the reason it stopped where it stopped. That's like where you are right now. I'm sitting in a chair, right? You may be laying in your bed. You may be standing up. But what's preventing me, what's preventing you from falling through the ground, through the floor? The floor is. The floor is your support. It serves as your support. And it's preventing you from going straight down. That's what price does. It reaches a point in price where it's being prevented from moving beyond that, right? So that is what we have here in the system, amongst other great things, right? But I want to focus on those elements in particular because it's golden. They're your eyes as to what price is likely to do in the future. You just have to know how to read it, right? You just have to know how to read it. Now, one thing that you want to just keep in mind is we look left, right? But we trade right. We look left, but we trade right. Why do we look left? Because that's where all the previous identified areas of support and resistance lie. And when you know how price moves, you know that the goal is to break zones. And will it break zones? Absolutely. It breaks those zones as it continues to test those zones. It's just like you got a hammer and hammering a nail in the wall. You just tap, 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 tap. The more you tap, guess what? Eventually, you're going to do what? You're going to break through. And that's the same thing with price. But we have an advantage because we're able to see that ahead of time. We're able to see it ahead of time. And with that information, guess what? Now we can establish an identified area where we want to take our profit. You can also use that to identify an area where you want to put your stop loss. Now we do something a little different, right? We trail basically, and I recommend that 100% because it's a risk-free option, so that no matter what price is doing, you can walk away with your set amount of pips. Risk-free. That's how trading should be. Trading made easy. We make it difficult. It does not have to be difficult. There is a such thing to trade easy and stress-free. There is. People are doing it every day. I'm doing it. The Trading Made Easy Telegram group. A lot of individuals in there are doing it. I mean, we have more and more people coming into the group, and everybody's at different levels, basically, right? Everybody's at different levels, but that's where we're all moving in that direction because we trade easy. We trade easy. It's not about impressing anyone. It's not about flashing hundreds of pips, and if you get that, great, outstanding. But what is the benefit to you to get 100 plus pips today and give it back to the market by the end of the week or the next day? What's the benefit to you if you're getting 70, 80 pips every, once a week, and the other week you're in the whole 70, 80 pips? There's no benefit. We want consistent growth, and we want it the simple, easy way. We have a system, which you're looking at right now, that allows you to do that. Remember, everything on the system tells a story. Everything. You have to just get good at reading the story. And I promise you, my friend, you can trade simple and easy, stress free. How awesome would it be? How awesome would it be to identify your position, confirm, right? Because remember, we are like detectives. What do detectives do? They gather evidence to support the decision that they are making, right? The direction they're going in. That's what we're doing. We're collecting enough evidence, confirmations, confluence. We're collecting enough to solidify the position that we are going in, right? So, provided that your confirmations are met, you put your parameters and you are done. You are done. That's the way trading really should be. That's how it should be. So, what I want to show you though is an example of what I'm talking about. All right, the power of looking left and trading right. The power of support and resistance. Okay? Now, so price obviously opened here. As you can see, I have a position here. And I'm TPing up in here, and I'm gonna tell you why that I chose those areas. Alrighty, so, and I also have a position right here. Now, this was the position that I put in initially, and that was somewhere in here, somewhere in this day, which was really it was Thursday because I don't initiate trades on Friday, so it had to be a Thursday. But nevertheless, and it pulled back, right? I need to see. And this was one of those positions that I was in over 48 hours, and then of course the weekend. It happens. It happens. So nevertheless, we rolling in the right direction. I knew where price was going, right? So I just endured that. No big deal. So now, and then of course I did drop another position. Why? Because it gave me a better entry. It gave me another opportunity to enter into the trade. Absolutely. The market will always give you opportunity. You just got to know what to look for. Now, so, okay, now the market opened. So we rallying up, right? We rallying up. And I actually dropped this position here, right? I dropped it here. And so that's where that second position came. So it's rallying up. Now, where am I going to get out? Where am I going to get out? Well, that's when we look left. We're looking left so that we can see where did price go. So you're looking for your previous support and resistance. That's what you're looking for. That's simple, guys. This stuff has always been in your face. But if you just having the system before the system, let's say before the system, support and resistance always existed, right? Support and resistance is identified by consolidation and is identified by pivots in the market, in price. So it always existed. You just have to know what you're looking at and how to identify it, right? The system, of course, makes it that much easier because it's smack dead in our face. It's smack dead in our face. And now it just makes it easy to focus in on the dots because you see the dots, but it always existed. And the power of it always existed. So it was quick for me to identify where I want to take profit. So here's one area, right? You see the support dots here. Now these are the support dots for the simplicity system. The white dots are my support or resistance dots for the triple arrow system. And so what I've done is I added certain components from the triple arrow system to my simplicity system to complement the trading plan that we use. And there's some other, reasons why, but it really creates a very concise system that fosters or promotes, or I should say complements, that's what I want to say, the trading plan, right? The trading plan. So that's why I have that there. And but it's like I said, it's also an area that we identify where price will come, right? And so if I wanted to, I could have took my profit right here. Why? Because this is an identified area where price, what did it do? Remember, price moves from the left to the right, came up, And guess what? Push back down. Push back down. Came up, and we don't, price moves in zones. It's not exact price. It closed in an exact price, but the movement is in zones. So if you have a support or resistance area, price can get close to that area and respond as well. And it's the zone in that area, okay? And so that's what happened here. So we came up in this zone of this resistance, and what happened? It pushed it back down. It pushed it back down. And then now, guess what? Price is making its way back up. And guess what happened? It pushed it back down. From this point right here, or this point right here, there was no more interaction with this area in price until this candle right here. And what did it do? It went up to this area, to the zone, right? And what did it do? It pushed back down. See, my friend, we trade what we see, not what we think, not what we assume is going to happen. We look left, we trade right. So with that being said, you don't want to make the assumption that price is just going to go straight on up, right? You don't want to make that assumption. You want to be able to identify areas where price will react. And those become areas where you can place your TP because you know price is one, going to go there. And then when it get there, it's likely to react. So place your TP, take your money when it go, and you're done. Now, I put my take profit right here. The reason being, same principle. What am I looking for? I'm looking for support and resistance. I'm looking in particular, though, if we have support and resistance inside of this zone. That's what I'm looking for. And we do right here. We do. And what did price do? Let me move myself out of the way. What did price do? Okay. Oops. What did price do? Came down, came up, hit this area right here. It wicked. And then what? It pushed back down. Right? Then it tried again. It hit the wick, the dot, and what? Pushed back down. And then what did it do? It pushed all the way down. Right? This is an area of resistance. Okay? This is an area, and this is what I call a pivot. It's not necessarily consolidation, but it's an identified area in price where price responded and it pivoted. It went back the other way. It's like a sharp move back down or a sharp move back up without consolidation. I call those pivots, right? And so that's what happened. And that's how price moved. Now, let's go back. This is how you want to talk and communicate with the market. Read what you see, right? Okay, so now that happened, pushed down. Now, did price hit this again? Well, actually it did. It wicked here. And what? It pushed back down, right? Strong selling pressure, pushed it back down. Now, when did it hit this area again? Did it hit it? No, it has not hit it. So what I'm waiting on and what I believe is going to happen is that we're going to come back into this area right here, the same zone, and that's where I'm a TP at. That's where I'm a TP at. And if you notice, my take profit is not on these dots. Don't make that mistake and put your take profit right on the dots. It's right below the dots, touching the dots. Definitely don't put it above the dots. You don't have any indication within these zones that says prices has been there before. So don't do that, right? There's plenty of opportunities. You don't have to get into risky positions. But what I like to do is give myself room. Give myself room. And what I do is I put my TP on the body of the candle that rejected. Did you catch that? On the body, because that is a hard number. The close of a candle is a hard, fixed number, right? So I put my TP there because that number is fixed. So we know it's going to hit, and it may go beyond that and wick beyond that. but I'm not relying on the wick, for my TP. I rely on the close of the candle for my TP because that's solid. That's solid, right? So hopefully that little nugget and everything else I talked about today is going to benefit you in your trades. Now, listen, I would be remiss if I did not make you aware of my coaching program where I actually customize. Well, the plan is the plan, but what I do is help to develop your trading personality and frame the plan around that because it's versatile. It's versatile based on your personality and how you trade. And what you want to do is focus on establishing that. Start thinking about that because you are an individual. You're not the trader next door or the trader across town or the $1 million trader that lives a couple of states over from you or you are you. You are you, and you are the one that's showing up to the charts, not the one that is making $50,000 a month trading, right? That person is not sitting there with you trading. You are, you are. But that person who's making $50,000 a month trading, guess what? They have established or identified their trading personality and their trading methodology around that. And that's what you have to do. That's what I have to do. That's what we all have to do. So focus on you and what works for you. And part of my coaching program, I help you to start to frame that. But more importantly, I frame the trading plan around it. Around it. So that's very, very important. So now you walk away with a roadmap. A roadmap. If you follow it, I'm not going to say you can't lose because everybody loses in the market, right? But your losses will be far minimum. Your profits will be far more consistent. Far more consistent. So what I'm going to do is leave my links, of course, access my calendar, book you a session so we can peel the onion back, get you in a position where you're profiting more consistently, utilizing this system. Utilizing this system. Okay? For those of you that don't have the system, listen, I don't make any apologies for this. I really don't. Why? Why? You need the system. Honestly, I don't care what level you are at as a trader. Everything is right before your eyes. What price is doing is right before your eyes. Where it has been in the past, how it reacted in the past is right before your eyes, along with so many other things. So definitely access the link, get your system, because all I do is simplicity and triple arrows. That's it. So if you don't have the system, it's not much I can do. It's not much I can do to assist. Now I could, of course, coach you on Forex and show you all of these things without the indicators. I can certainly do that, but I focus on the simplicity and the triple arrows because I completely believe that it is the best trading system out here. It provides a simple, easy way to trade. And that is my objective, trading made easy. And that's all I focus on. And so, and another thing too, you'll come out far cheaper getting this system than to have me as a coach to basically teach you Forex and teach you how to trade and teach you all of those things without the system. So I'm just being honest with you. So it's much more inexpensive for you to access the link, purchase your system, and then book a coaching session and we can get you on track. That's just the truth. That's just the truth. So all of that information will be inside of the description of the video. And hopefully I'll see you on the other side. And I hope that what I said today has helped you along the way, just move you just a little bit further in your trading journey. That is the goal. That is my hope and my intention. That is the hope and intention. So we're going to watch how this is playing out. You see another dot populating, right? It's just establishing itself, but we've already identified where it wants to go. And it's now just a matter of waiting. So if you got value, how about a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so that you can stay abreast. You know how that whole thing works. You don't want to miss anything, because I'm going to be giving you more insight as to how I trade and other simple trading strategies that you can use that may be more appealing to you. So subscribe so you don't miss that. Until the next time, I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.